Hello everyone, and thank you very much for joining me. I, of course, am Rotype, and today we're going to get oil. Well, it's already on the raw bus, but we're going to get it starting to be refined, which has been our pretty much major limiting factor in continuing our production. I've been a little bit lazy about getting the oil stuff done because, well, it's a little tedious, but that's fine. And now we've got it on the bus. That was part of the difficulty. The next piece is actually getting it refined and down onto our products bus. So hopefully I remember to leave myself. Yeah, here we go. So there are the pipes. This is our lane for it right there. So this is actually a perfectly decent place to start doing this. We also need to get the water up on the raw bus, but we'll get there in a moment. First, I want to make sure I handle my layouts right. So I've been leaving two spaces. This will be one of them, one of the products, one of the ingredients. Now, do I want to be super fancy and get close? No, I think I'll go ahead and leave space there. And then here, again, I'm going to go kind of in line with everything else that I've been up to. That will be that way, and it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go ahead and just make the first one oil. Now I can place, I'm getting a little close to my path at this point, but we'll go ahead and go with 6. And I can always duplicate this column, similar to a furnace column. I can just duplicate this column and do it again later. It's going to be a little difficult once I start actually putting the ingredients in, but we'll come up to that when we have to. So this is going to be crude oil. You just go ahead and connect. It's probably in the way of some of the bus members, but we'll deal with that when we bring the bus out. And here we go. Now we have our refineries. Go ahead and power them up. There we go. And how do I want to connect these? That's fine. Actually, no, it's not. Oh, of course it's one off. Very well. Now, how do I want to handle the... Oh, this is the only one. There we go. How do I want to handle the products? Well, I do think I want to keep everything kind of in this bus fashion. So I probably want to take these products, there's 3 of them, and run them up here, and that can be the rest of our liquid bus kind of up on top. Now, down here on the products bus, I do need to make sure I have petrol. So that will have to be kind of handled down there as well, but I think I want to keep it up here until I've also added to it with cracking, and I believe that's all, but just kind of done any of the refining things that I need to do before sending it down to the bus. So how do we get these up to the bus? Well, we just do our typical kind of 1, 2, that was 3. 3, 1, 2, 3, and we'll just do this for all of them. Apparently I can't help but going over. Oops. There we go. Okay. Why is this one not running? I guess we're just not getting enough oil in. That's fine. So connect these. There we go. And of course this won't line up the way I want it to. Clear this so I can get an idea of how my setup is going to look. So we need it to be here. And of course I haven't cleared the other one so I can't see, but that's fine. So we'll put heavy in right above, just like that. Actually, I believe this needs to be the top, but we'll go ahead and handle that in a minute. Yes. So what this needs to be is, let's see, this one be petrol, like this. This one will be light, and this one be heavy. There we go. And that will be our liquid sort of products bus, but really it's still kind of raw. Really should come up with decent names, but that's what we got for now. And connect everything else. Oops. Good. Now, of course, this won't reach, but I believe that's fine. Go ahead and just make it line up like that. Now, what is the next thing, the next column that I'm going to be doing? Well, let's look at our products here. So all of these items, sulfur, as water and petrol, that can be done down on the bus. I believe I'm going to be doing plastic down on the bus. Coal and petrol, that's right. So I think it's basically just these kind of cracking and lubricant manufacturing kind of items. Now, what do I want my logic to be? I think I want, let's see here. I want to make lubricant probably first with heavy oil. That's the highest priority for heavy oil. And then after that, it gets cracked. So I think that may be the first thing we do here. Give it some space and set up a little bit of lubricant production. Just like that. Now, do we ever need heavy oil after this? Yes, if we want to crack down to anything else. We can't just direct it straight into this column. Go here and just run this down like that for simplicity because it doesn't need anything else. It does need power though. So we'll go ahead and get some power. There we go. And we'll connect up the lubricant. I'm sorry, the heavy oil. We'll leave it up on the bus here. This is now producing lubricant. Now, do we need lubricant up on the raw area at all? No, I don't believe we do. So we'll go ahead and just bring the lubricant down. And actually, I'm only going to bring it that far and then just switch to underground pipe for, I don't know, just looks nicer. Make sure to go, actually, I don't even want to be that close to the path because driving cars is hard. Looks like I'm going to have to be here, but that's fine. I'm going to make it all the way. Don't believe so. Go here, here. This is lined up right here. And right here. And I'm out of underground pipe. Now let's see if I can get more of this made. Okay, well, that's good enough for now. That's our lubricant. Now, the next thing that's going to be done, after we make lubricant, we'll put a circuit condition on to say, oh, actually, I'm going to want to store it. And am I ever going to need more than, well, I might as well use the full column. But am I ever going to need more than one tub of lubricant? Probably not. As a backup storage area, that's probably fine. I'm just going to put one barrel, one tank of lubricant storage. And really would like, oh. This is our lubricant storage. And for now, it'll just burn all of the heavy, but I'm okay with that till the lubricant storage backs up. The next question is, do we want any tank storage of heavy, light, and petrol? I don't know. I don't think we really need to buffer any of those. The only question then becomes, if we can't burn it, how do we continue to produce the other products? I'll have to think about that one and maybe modifying this a little bit in the future to handle that. For the interest of progress, what I'm going to do is, yeah, I think for now I'm just going to move ahead. We'll probably be revisiting this later. So the next thing is cracking, which is not available. And then after that, we have a couple other items. So, you know, as much as I was talking about getting this all set up first, I think I'm going to shortcut and just run this down to the bus to get some other things produced ahead of time. Because I don't exactly have my layout figured out yet. And the next thing we really just need is to get petrol on the bus. We have the ability to do that. So I'm just going to do that now. And then obviously this will be revised once we need cracking, we have research cracking, all of that. So here comes petrol. Oh, of course. Switch this with underground. Able to continue. Oops. Every time I run over one of those belts, unlines everything. And where do we need petrol first? Probably here to make plastic. So, oh, this can't be that. This has to be chemical plants. So, here's our plastic. Now, can't have thought this through properly because there's no access to the materials we need. Let's look at this. How did I set this up? Copper cable goes on the outside. Plastic bar. These are going to be red circuits. Let's just get these set up. I can look at what we need. These need copper cable. These need coal. So if this is coal, can't output like that. This has to be like this. Now, green, plastic, and copper cable. Copper cable here. Green and plastic here. Yes, okay. What we're going to do is we're going to put I believe this does need a fast inserter. Then we'll make sure to put green on the inside like this. This will be green. This will be coal as well. Yeah, I think this makes sense. So, rotate this around. And here we go. Oops, this can't be that. This has to be, whoops, I don't want to pause. This wants to be, oh, this is going to put on the wrong side of the belt. You know what? We can make this underground. We can do, that way we get our fast inserter and we just plop it right there like that. We need underground belt to run the results back up onto the bus. And while I'm here, I'm going to take this up. I believe this was the red area. We'll have to figure out the bus setup in a few moments, but we'll just go with that for now. Yes, okay. So let's get some petrol down here. Seems like a good enough place as any. No, it doesn't, because it won't reach. This is how far I want it. Actually, let's drag this out and do it from here. Okay, there we go. Now this is going to come up here. We'll make it across. Good. There's our petrol. Let's get some coal. Actually, is coal even on the bus? No, it's not. I think I want it in this lane. I'll go ahead and get ready for it, but clearly we have a bit of work to do. Okay, coal is right here. We're just going to, now, drop in a splitter. Whoops. And do it the old-fashioned way. But eventually I'll do a kind of priority measured split type design. While we're talking about coal, we need some coal here as well. Line this up properly. Oops. Okay, and then a repeat design right here. Good. Now, if any coal were on there, we would be in better shape, but that's fine. Get the second column set up. Go right there. It all connects, and there we go. Wonderful. Now, how do we get copper into here? It looks like we're just going to have to run it kind of awkwardly on the outside. But that's okay. Not too bad. Go ahead and put inserters for in. And look at our copper situation up above. So for now, we just have one line, but that's fine. We'll split and go down. Next one will be, if I remember correctly, yep, one space. Here we go, one space. Good, now we have copper. Hopefully this will all start running and make sense. Looks like it will so far. So, this now needs to be green circuits. Oops, there we go, green circuits. And again, for now, just a single split. Handle that. Next thing, let's go get some coal onto the bus. And while I'm here, I have no brick. Wow. Dump that in there and there. Get rid of all that. And we'll take a walk back to the beginning. If I remember correctly, coal is coming up from the south right now. So I think for simplicity's sake, this first just setup, yeah, I'll just bring a branch off of that line. Get everything onto the bus. And it'll be somewhat ugly, but it'll get the job done. So, just like that, we have coal in the bus. I also have to not forget to get coal over here to fuel the trains. But we'll get to that in a minute. We'll take the long walk back down. I believe one of the next things I might have to look into, at least as far as oil processing goes, is probably building in the blue science in this empty space. Hopefully I left enough space. That might be our next priority. That way we can just march ahead with some blue science, which will help us out a lot in getting a lot more things put together. All right, so let's see. We are waiting on coal. And I dumped all mine in this box. Go ahead and grab it again. Dump some in here to try and get this working to make sure the setup is correct. Good so far. Got greens, yellows. Yellows are okay. Wait a minute. Well, yellows are fine, but I think I'm going to go ahead and add a fast inserter out. Do I need one going in as well? Possibly. Yep. So far, so good. Oh, this one's already out of coal. It looks like we'll probably get the first half running. Oh, now this one's out of coal as well. Where's the coal? Very slowly marching its way down the bus. But we do have red circuits. So this is probably a good time to take a quick break. Thank you all very much for watching. Remember, the thumbs are for your thoughts. Subscribe if you want to make sure you catch them all. My name is Motherboard. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.